Hey everybody, so in this video I want to go over kind of how to create exercise 8 or warm-up number 8, because I noticed a few are having trouble with that. So what I want to do is I'm going to go to new, I'm going to go to metric template, hit standard millimeters, click on the create button. I'm going to start a 2D sketch on this XY plane. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to sketch kind of what the front view of this ET looking head thing. I have no idea what this is. I'm just going to kind of go to line. I'm going to draw a line, just random anywhere, and over to the right by 10. Right click, hit OK. I want it to move this line, so the middle of this line I want it to be right in the middle of our origin. So to do that, I'm going to go to this concentric or coincident. I keep calling it concentric. It's coincident constraint. Left click it, look for the green dot which represents the midpoint of this line. So click that, click the origin. So that kind of moves our line centered where we want it to be. And then I'm going to draw a line from the end here straight up 45, and then over to the right by 5. Right click, hit OK. I'm going to draw another line from the other side, kind of do the same thing. Straight up, 45. Over to the left, 5. Right click, hit OK. Now I'm going to draw these circles. So, actually first let me grab this dimension here and just kind of drag it over. Kind of get these out of the way. Like so. Yeah, that kind of works. Okay, now what I want to do is I'm going to create a circle, center point option, and then I'm going to draw the inside circle, I guess. So that has it says it has a diameter of 20. So you can, as you see, when I'm dragging out my circle, that dashed line is going from the center of my circle to the circle itself. So that tells me that my dimension right there represents a radius, right? So I'm given the diameter of 20. So I'm going to right click. I'm going to click on where it says diameter and check that. And so now you see my dashed line goes from one side to the other through the center point. So that tells me that now I'm working with a diameter. So that's what I want. So I'm going to type in 20 for my diameter. I'm going to draw another circle. I can use the same center point actually from here, drag it out. I'm still in a diameter there. So this has a diameter of 35. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. So I just kind of randomly draw somewhere. This is gonna have a diameter of 20. Again, this is gonna have a diameter of 35. Now I need to kind of dimension these properly. So the dimension from the center of one to the center of the other, that's going to be 50. And then from the center of one to the midpoint here, right? So to make these where they're centered, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this dimension, left click it. I'm going to click this overall dimension. So then that's going to be D9 for me. I'm going to divide by 2. Click OK. So now those are centered. And now I want to make sure that from the center of this line to the origin, I know that that has a distance of 87. And it kind of throws us off kind of wonky. That's okay. So what I want to do now is I'm going to go to my horizontal constraint. So I have this where I want it. So I'm going to click the center of this circle, click the center of this circle, and now they line them up. So we have everything kind of where we want it. And so this is the part that was kind of throwing everybody off. So what we want to do is, let me zoom out a little bit. I'm going to draw a circle. You could do an arc here, but I'm going to do a circle. So center point. So I know that this top arc has a radius of 50. So I'm just going to draw a circle up here. And I'm going to right click. Now I'm going to click on radius because I want to change my dimensioning to a radius. And that has a radius of 50. Now to get this where I want it, what you want to do is we're going to go up to constrain and see where we want to do this tangent constraint. So I'm going to click the tangent constraint. I'm going to click the circle. I'm going to click this outside circle here. I want to click this circle here. Click this outside circle. So that kind of puts our arc where we want it to be. And now I can go in and hit the trim. So there's that. And then to get this arc here from the end of this line, it's going to be from the end of this line to tangent to this bottom outer circle here. So I'm going to kind of do the same thing that I did. I'm just going to create a random circle off to the side. So I'm given a radius of 25. And I know that my dimensioning here is set to radius. So I'm just going to type in 25. And let me do this. I'm just going to make another one over here. I could mirror it, but we'll just do another one. This is going to be 25 as well. And then again, go back to my tangent constraint. I'm going to click the top of the circle, click this outer circle here. Now to get this locked in, so what I want to do now is I'm going to click on this back again where this coincident constraint is. I'm going to select the end of this line here, and then click this circle, and it kind of moves it where it wants to go, or where it needs to go, right? Then I can hit trim, and then kind of do the same thing for here. So I want to click on my tangent, click this circle, click this outer circle, click on coincident, click the end of this line, click this circle, and then we can use the trim. We can trim that part off, we don't need it. So then I can trim out this here as well, trim out this here as well. We are fully constrained, so that's kind of the outer shape of our ET looking head thing. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to finish my sketch. I want to extrude this. I'm going to extrude it symmetrically, and that's going to have a distance of 20. Click OK. Then all I need to do is kind of cut out this little notch here at the bottom. So I'm going to start a 2D sketch on this face. Zoom in a little bit. I'm going to make a rectangle, 2-point. Just kind of draw a rectangle. You could either do it at the end of the line here, lock it in, or you could even go past it. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to go past it just to make sure. So then I'm going to dimension this. So from the edge to the edge of our rectangle, that's going to be 5. I got it kind of close there. And then from one side to the other here, that's going to be 20. No, that's not going to be 20. That's going to be 10. So then we want to dimension from this edge to this edge. That's going to be, actually they don't give us that. Let me do that again. They give us the bottom. I could have figured that out, but from the bottom here to the top of this, that's going to be 35. And if we wanted to, we could dimension here. So from here to here, we could make that 0. So we know that that's flush there. And then I can finish my sketch. Yeah, I'm going to extrude this rectangle. I'm going to cut it all the way through. Click OK. So there is our ET looking kind of shape there. I don't know, I'm just going to add some kind of texture onto it. I like to use the Autodesk Appearance Library because you get more options. And let's see, I don't want to get too carried away. You could put a texture on each surface or whatever. I made reflective red. What does that look like? Oh, that looks good. I'm gonna use that just because. So that's kind of how to go about doing exercise 8 there. Just use the tangent constraints to kind of make these curves kind of where they need to be. Anyway, that's how you do it. Hope that helped, and see you back in the next video, hopefully. All right, peace.